You thought Real Housewives brought the drama? Think again. The Mormon momfluencers of Hulu's Secret Lives of Mormon Wives aren't just swapping recipes, they're swapping spouses, swinging into chaos, and going full Chippendales in broad daylight. Buckle up, because today on All Things Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, we're counting down the 10 most unhinged, awkward, and downright jaw-dropping moments from the show so far. Let's go. Number 1. Taylor Frankie Paul's soft swinging confession. When Taylor confessed to being part of a soft swinging circle among her group of Mormon influencer friends, the internet did what the internet does best: implode. What started as TikTok story times turned into a full-blown media frenzy. Her honesty about breaking the rules of their open-ish relationships led to divorces, broken friendships, and a nationwide introduction to Utah's least-known extracurricular activity. Number 2. Taylor's arrest. In early 2023, Taylor was arrested for domestic violence after an altercation with her boyfriend, Dakota. The footage from her home security camera leaked to the public, and so did public opinion. The case brought her entire social image under a microscope, forcing the question, how much chaos is too much chaos, even for reality TV? Number 3. Demi and Jesse's fallout. In Season 2, Demi and Jesse, once close, hit a wall. The alleged cause? Jessie felt disrespected when Demi badmouthed her hair salon, and things got worse when she found out that during contract negotiations, Demi was willing to cut her from the show if it meant a bigger paycheck. Suddenly, their friendship had more split ends than a box-dye job. It was subtle, but it was real, and it cracked the illusion that this friend group was unshakable. Number 4. Whitney's RSV TikTok scandal. Whitney shared a TikTok during her newborn's RSV hospitalization that rubbed people the wrong way. The concern? Her tone felt more influencer brand than terrified mom. Critics accused her of using a health scare for content. Others defended her right to cope publicly. Either way, her ring light was on. Number 5. Whitney exits the chat. Sometimes the loudest drama comes with 0 words. No caps lock text, no tearful FaceTime, no dramatic storm-off in stilettos, just one subtle move that flips the vibe of an entire group. That's exactly what happened when Whitney pulled the ultimate passive-aggressive power move. She left the cast group chat. Season 2 opens not with a bang, but with a notification. Whitney has left the conversation. And suddenly, everything changed. Every interaction after that came with a chill. Group dinners, frosty, side eyes, more frequent than usual. It was like Whitney's absence became its own character in the show, lurking in every scene, raising questions nobody wanted to ask out loud. Number 6. Chippendales blow up. You'd think a girl's trip to Vegas would be the ultimate bonding moment. You know, sparkly dresses, mocktails, maybe a little karaoke. But for the women of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it turned into a morality minefield, with abs. The infamous Chippendales night started as a lighthearted cast outing. Some were there for laughs, some for the show, and some were very uncomfortable from the moment the men in bow ties started dancing. The night ended with a huge fight between Jen and Zach that nearly cost them their marriage. Zach told her she had no values or morals and allegedly said he didn't love her anymore and threatened to end their marriage. Number 7. The Tinder scandal. In Season 2, it's confirmed by Whitney that her husband Connor had been on the dating website Tinder. He later revealed it stemmed from long-standing trauma and porn addiction. Whitney called it a betrayal of their sacred covenant. And while she initially denied the rumors, understandably, she also admitted she was too embarrassed or unsure to speak until Season 2. Watching her share that on screen, arms folded, voice steady, was one of the rawest moments of the series. Number 8. The pregnancy test cake. Cue the cringe. Whitney decided a cake was the perfect vessel to hide her positive pregnancy test, but this wasn't just an edible surprise. It was a literal test inside the cake. Yes, the same stick she peed on, right in the center, hidden under layers of batter and frosting. In interviews, Whitney stood by her decision. She told The Cut she Cloroxed the heck out of it beforehand, and the family only ate around it. But social media had thoughts, lots of them. Reddit threads and TikTok lit up like a wildfire. Number 9. The Sinner Sunday DM. Every week, Mayci Neeley hosts Sinner Sunday, where strangers confess their wildest sins anonymously. But one week, the sin hit a little too close to the friend group. An anonymous sender claimed they'd slept with Dakota Mortensen before they knew he was in a relationship with Taylor Frankie Paul. Mayci immediately recognized the gravity. She was caught between loyalty and silence. She didn't want to bury the bombshell, but exposing it could crush her friend, weeks before Taylor was due to give birth. So what did she do? Mayci lets Taylor know, carefully, privately, and then investigates. Cue the intro of Jenna, the likely confessor. Mayci contacts her to unpack what happened and ultimately reveals the message to Taylor as gently as the situation allowed. Jenna and Mayci meet with Taylor, and by the end of the conversation, Taylor made a choice. She asked Dakota to move out. Couples therapy was attempted, but by episode 9 of season 2, Taylor had made it clear the relationship was over. In her words, "I feel peace in that decision. I do not see me ever getting back with Dakota." Number 10. Vanderpump Villa, the vacation that went nuclear. Italy, the land of pasta, wine, and absolute chaos. What started as a glam girls trip to Lisa Vanderpump's luxury estate quickly turned into a volcanic eruption of accusations, betrayal, and the kind of tension you cannot script. Demi, Jesse, Jen, Layla, and Mikayla were flown out to film a crossover at Vanderpump Villa. And for a hot second, it looked like a dream. Matching silk pajamas, clinking glasses, pretty girls in prettier lighting. But behind the scenes, nuclear-grade drama. Enter Marciano Brunette, a Vanderpump staffer with a jawline and a whole lot of misplaced energy. He cozied up to Demi, who later revealed he wasn't just flirty, he crossed serious lines. Demi accused Marciano of being a sexual predator that can't keep his hands to himself. Marciano denied these claims, but then in a turn of events in the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives finale, Marciano accused Jesse of being the one he had a fling with, not Demi. And apparently, it wasn't a one-time thing. He even claimed her husband didn't know the full story. By the time the reunion rolled around, Jesse gave a diplomatic no comment, while Layla teased that we'd get the full truth in season 3. Spoiler alert, we're still waiting. This wasn't just drama, it was a whole reality multiverse imploding. You thought the trip was about rosé and relaxation? Nope. It was the epic finale no one saw coming. And it all started with a DM and ended with a mic drop. There you have it. 10 moments that made us gasp, rewind, and question everything we thought we knew about Mormon moms on Hulu. If you've got a favorite moment we missed, drop it in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more hot takes, and remember, in Utah, the tea is always piping hot. See you in the next episode.